We are in the middle of deriving this compound chaturmukha. We started the derivation when we studied the Sutram 2.2.24 Anekamanya Padarthe. The first step is Chatur Jas plus Mukha Jas, compounding authorized by that Sutram 2.2.24 Anekamanya Padarthe. The conditions for applying 2.2.24 are satisfied because we have two terms having the designation padam and ending in the nominative case. Jas is the nominative plural, and the resulting compound is denoting the sense of another padam, in this case Brahma, which is not part of the compound. So we apply 2.2.24. And now what happens is that as per 1.2.43, Prathama Nidrishtam Samasa Upasarjanam, both Chatur Jas and Mukha Jas get the Upasarjana Sanya, because in the Samasa Vidhayaka Sutram 2.2.24, the term which is Prathama Nidrishtam, the term in the nominative case is Anekam, which means many terms having the designation padam. So here we have Chatur Jas and Mukha Jas, hence both of them get the designation Upasarjanam. In fact, it is stated that a Bahuvrihi compound is a Sarvopasarjanaha. Sarvopasarjano Bahuvrihi, meaning that every term in a Bahuvrihi compound has the designation Upasarjanam. So now 2.2.30 Upasarjanam Purvam cannot help us here because any one of the terms could be placed in the prior position in the compound. So that is why we need this sutram which we are going to take up now, which is 2.2.35. Saptami Visheshane Bhavrihau. The anuvritti of Purvam is coming down from 2.2.30. Upasarjanam Purvam down to this sutram 2.2.35. The vritti of this sutram says Saptamyantam Visheshanancha Bhavrihau Purvam Syat. It's a straightforward sutram. So the meaning is, in a Bahuvrihi compound, the padam which ends in a seventh case affix or is an adjective takes the prior position. In our present example, what do we have? We have Chatur Jas and Mukha Jas. Clearly, Mukha Jas is the noun, meaning faces, and Chatur Jas is the adjective, meaning four. So four faces. Clearly 4 is qualifying the faces. Hence, now as per 2.2.35 Saptami Visheshane Bahuvrihau, the adjective Chatur Jas is placed in the prior position in the compound, and now the usual steps, Chatur Jas plus Mukha Jas gets the designation Pradipadikam by 1.2.46. Krityadita Samasascha, because we have formed a Samasaha, and that allows us to apply 2.4.71 Supo Dhatu Pradipadikayoho, perform the look elision on the sup affixes Jas and Jas which are inside the compound Pradipadikam. Now the gender of a Bahuvrihi compound matches that of which it qualifies. Remember, a Bahuvrihi is a Anya Pada Pradhanaha. So its gender is going to match the gender of that Anya Padam. In the present example, Brahma is being qualified. Hence we assign the masculine gender to the compound Pradipadikam Chaturmukha, because the gender of Brahma, of course, is masculine. So this Bahuvrihi compound Chaturmukha is now declined like Rama Shabdaha and not like Vana Shabdaha. Even though Mukha is a neuter Pradipadikam, the entire compound is now masculine. So it's qualifying Brahma. So this is a very important point to note, that the gender of a Bahuvrihi compound matches the gender of that which it qualifies. Basically, a Bahuvrihi compound is an adjective, and the gender of an adjective obviously matches the gender of that which it qualifies. So this is another way of distinguishing between a Tatpurushaha compound and a Bahuvrihi compound. In a Tatpurushaha compound, we already know as per the Sutram 2.4.26, Paravalingan Dvandva Tatpurushayoho, the gender of the compound matches the gender of the last member of the compound. While in a Bahuvrihi compound, gender of the entire compound matches the gender of that which it qualifies. So please make a note of this difference. So in our present example, the Prathama Ekvachanam of this compound is Chaturmukha. and not chaturmukham. We can similarly derive the compounds praptam udakam yam saha equals praptodakaha gramaha, udho ratho yena saha equals udharataha anadvan, etc. In each of these cases, as per this sutram saptami visheshane bahuvrihau, the adjective is placed in the prior position in the compound. Note here says that iha karmadinam samasena vihitatvat prathama, which means the nominative and not accusative, etc. case ending is used with praptodaka, etc. because the object, etc. has already been indicated by the compound. You might say that the pratipadikam grama, denoting the village, is the object to which the water has reached. Then how can the compound praptodaka, which refers to the village, take a nominative case ending? The answer is that the object has already been indicated. It has become abhihitam by the compound. So now the pratipadikam, the compound pratipadikam praptodaka, is free to take any case ending. Doesn't have to take the accusative case ending. Even though it denotes the grama, which is village, which is the object to which the water has reached, the compounding has already taken care of denoting the object. Similarly, in the compound udharataha, which refers to anadvan, the ox is the doer, and hence one might think that by the sutram kartirkaranayos tritiya, the compound should take the third case ending. But the doer has already been indicated by the compounding. The karta has become abhitaha. Hence now the compound udharataha is free to take any case ending. It doesn't have to take the third case ending. Hence there is nothing wrong with the nominative case ending in udharataha. Okay, before taking up the next example, let us take a look at this note which is here. Remember that when we studied the sutram shesho bahuvrihi, which is the adhikara sutram, the governing rule for the section of rules which prescribe a bahuvrihi compound, we said that a compound that is composed of words ending in the nominative case is designated as bahuvrihi. If that is the situation, then what is the point in mentioning saptami in this sutram, saptami visheshane bahuvrihau? Because when are we going to have a saptamyantam padam in a bahuvrihi compound? Because every constituent member of a bahuvrihi compound should end in the nominative case. That is why the note here says, which sutram justifies the formation of a bahuvrihi compound using a padam ending in the seventh case affix? We cannot use 2224 anekamanya padarthe because that sutram only prescribes compounding of terms ending in the nominative case. Hence, ata eva jnapakad vyadhikarana pado bahuvrihi. This sutram 2235 itself serves as an indication, a jnapakam, that a bahuvrihi compound may occasionally be formed using terms that do not have samanadhikaranam, the same locus, and hence do not all end in the nominative case. Otherwise, there would be no point in mentioning saptami in this sutram 2235, saptami visheshane bahuvrihau. The very fact that Pāṇini has mentioned saptami in this sutram tells us that we may occasionally have bahuvrihi compounds in which not every term ends in the nominative case. We may have a situation where a term may occasionally end in another case ending, particularly the seventh case ending. Hence, in those kind of compounds, there will not be samanadhikaranam for all the terms, meaning that all the terms will not point to the same item, the same locus. Therefore, such a compound is called a vyadhikarana pado bahuvrihi. Vyadhikaranam means they have different locus. They don't all refer to the same person or thing. Let us take an example of a bahuvrihi compound which is a vyadhikarana padaha. The example here is agre janma yasya saha equals agra janma bhrata. He, the brother who is born first. The alaukika vigraha is agrani saptami ekavachanam plus janman su. The compounding authorized by the sutram 2224 anekamanya padarthe along with the jnapakam, the indication contained in this sutram 2235 saptami visheshane bahuvrihau, which tells us that we may occasionally have a bahuvrihi compound in which every term does not point to the same locus, the same person or thing. Here, agra ni is pointing to an earlier or first period of time, while janman su, of course, is pointing to the birth. So they're not referring to the same thing. But still we can form the compound using the Sutram 2224 with the help of the Nyapakam contained in 2235. Now as per 2235, Saptami Visheshane Bahuvrihau, the Saptamyantam Padam, the Padam ending in the seventh case affix, which here is Agra Ni, is placed in the prior position in the compound. The usual steps now. Agra Ni plus Janman Su gets the designation Pradipadikam by 1 to 46. Krut Tadhita Samasascha, because we have formed a Samasaha. That in turn allows us to apply 2471 Supo Dhatu Pradipadikayoho to perform the look elision on the sup affixes Ni and Su, which are inside the compound Pradipadikam. So we get the final compound Pradipadikam Agrajanman. Now we know that the gender of a Bahuvrihi compound matches that of which it qualifies. Present example, Bhrata, the brother is being qualified. Hence we assign the masculine gender to the compound Pradipadikam Agrajanman. It now declines like Rajan Shabdaha. Even though Janman is a neuter Pradipadikam, the compound Pradipadikam Agrajanman is now masculine. It declines like Rajan Shabdaha. So when we add the affix Su to get the Prathama Ekavachanam, then what happens is that as per 1143, Sudanapumsakasya, the affix Su has a designation Sarvanamasthānam here. This allows 648 Sarvanamasthāne cha sambuddhau to apply in the next step. So we perform the elongation of the penultimate letter A of the Angam Agrajanman. So we get Agrajanman plus Su. We know that the letter U of the Pratyaha Su is a it letter as per 132 Upadeshe Janunasika it, and it takes lopaha by 139 Tasya lopaha. So now we have Agrajanman plus Sa. Now as per 6168 Halnyabhyo Dirghat Sutisya Pruktam Hal, the consonant Sa of the affix Su takes lopaha. So now we have Agrajanman, which gets the designation Padam by 1414, Suptingantam Padam with the help of 1162 Pratyaya Lope Pratyaya Lakshanam. Even though the affix Su has been elided, it leaves a Lakshanam behind, which is enough for us to assign the Padasanya to Agrajanman. And now we use 827 No Lopa Pradipadikantasya to perform the lopaha, the elision of the letter Na, the ending letter Na of Agrajanman, which is at the end of a Padam and is also at the end of a Pradipadikam. So we get the final form Agrajanma, like Raja is the Prathama Ekvachanam of Rajan. Similarly, Agrajanma is the Prathama Ekvachanam of Agrajanman, which is now a masculine compound Pradipadikam, even though Janman is a neuter Pradipadikam.